Hi, everybody. Welcome to No Story is Sacred. If you've never listened before, basically we're four siblings who grew up talking about the art of storytelling. Now that we're adults, we're still talking about it, and we're inviting you to join the conversation. I'm Kat, and suffering succotash.
Wow. Jeez. Okay. I'm Brendan, and I'm ready to come on and slam.
I'm Pippin, and I'm not a monster. I'm a monstar.
Oh, snap, 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 snap. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
And I'm Alex, and I've got my lucky boxers.
Oh, from college.
Yeah. Or were they just his lucky trunks? Or what lucky?
No, they were from college. They were Cleveland, something like that, I guess.
And they were his.
But he watched them every game.
Every game.
I watched them. Come on.
All right. Well, but guys, what does this mean we're talking about?
Well,
Tell us.
I hope you know.
are we ready for this?
Y'all ready for this? Guys, today we're talking about the 1996 movie Space Jam. So, spoilers abound. If you want specific content warnings about things we may talk about, check out the show notes on nostorysacred.com. For those of you who've never watched Space Jam, 1996, a classic time that we were all around for.
I wouldn't say it was a pivotal thing for our childhood, unlike weirdly Wing Commander.
Yeah, Wing Commander, so important. Space Jam somehow missed us, despite hitting everybody else.
Weird.
But, okay, so for us to know, because apparently the listening audience is probably well aware, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
For us, the summary, according to Google. Swackhammer. Really? Okay. Swackhammer, an evil alien theme park owner, needs a new attraction at Moron Mountain. That's not politically correct. That's not good language.
That's not
the 90s.
90s. Okay, so we got the 90s disease pretty heavily in this. Let's put a little warning here, content warning.
Let's get through the summary first.
In the 90s.
Okay.
There we go.
A new attraction at Moron Mountain. When his gang, the Nerdlucks, head to Earth to kidnap Bugs Bunny and the Looney Tunes, Bugs challenges them to, of course of all things, a basketball game to determine their fate. The aliens agree, but they steal the powers of NBA basketball players, including Larry Bird and Charles Barkley.
No, they don't steal Larry Bird's power.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do.
No, I thought they
No, they don't.
Because Larry Bird is
Bird's
at
golfing.
He's golfing with
And
Bill
with a different,
Murray.
weirdly tall white dude.
A
Did
different
you
one.
write this
Yeah.
one?
I got it from Google.
What was Google doing?
Google.
Is Google a liar?
Sometimes.
Wait, are you telling me
Yeah.
Google
Yeah.
got a summary wrong
That
on
doesn't
this
sound right.
podcast?
On this podcast?
Yeah.
That's not
That
that.
doesn't scan
That does not
No.
happen.
Yeah.
Well, okay, while Pippin looks up the white guy,
Wow.
including not Larry Bird and Charles Barkley, so Bug gets some help from who else? Superstar Michael Jordan.
Wait, does it say bug or bugs?
It says Bugs.
Okay.
Honestly,
That's it.
leaving aside the incorrect players.
Yep.
Larry Beard,
Beard. Larry Beard.
as introduced by Bjork.
He's part of the Norwegian
course.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet.
basketball league.
Like, he did a thing on Sesame Street with the Swedish Chef.
That
did
makes
he
sense.
really?
No.
Listen, man, I don't
We're doing
fucking
a
know.
beard.
Okay, fine. I'm tired.
Larry
Well-
Bird? No. Larry Beard? Yes.
Beard.
You know, better movie.
Sean Bradley.
Sean Bradley.
To be fair, though, I'm just proud of all of us that we noticed the names of a sports ball person
Oh, yeah.
was incorrect and should have been a different sports ball person.
I've come around on, this is like a little sidebar here. I've come around on not calling it sports ball anymore.
Oh.
Because, you know what? We all have the things that we love in life.
Aww.
And people who are into sports, that's just the thing that they like.
I will say, for me, it was less about making fun of the sports and more about making fun of the fact that I have no fucking clue what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Also, in hockey, it's a puck.
There we go.
What?
In hockey, it's a puck, not a ball.
Oh, that's true. Wait, why do we...
And
So it can't be sports ball.
Oh, that's true. But this isn't hockey. This is basketball. Am I behind everybody's jokes?
Yes.
and in curling, it's an iron.
Yeah. So,
Well, first of all,
We need to...
elephant in the room.
that's what I was going to
Elephant.
address.
Wait, an elephant in the room? I don't think it's an elephant, guys. What is it?
I believe it's all four of us in the
In.
same room.
Oh.
Wait. 1, 2, 3. In the same room.
and
Brendan
we
didn't,
burned the mic.
but Brendan didn't have to sync that after the fact.
I know.
So we can do Alex. No, come on,
No.
do it, baby.
Brendan.
Fuck all of you, no.
Okay, to be fair, this is almost like that Community episode where they're all like trying to get you into Glee Club.
I actually liked Glee. I refuse to do this.
Glee was great, but
We
also
were all Glee blogs once.
still I am, baby girl. Oh my god, we can just...
So many high fives.
So many
Audience, we are too excited about this.
We're too powerful at this point. And you need to realize that both Pippin and I are pinching our little fingers together. Like, it's about the cones. At this point, it's about the live casting.
Audience, you'll be lucky if we actually talk about Space Jam.
It's a
at all.
very good question whether we will make it through this.
We'll never make it through this.
Gotta make it through this.
Gotta get through this. I gotta get through this. I gotta get. No, you have to make
Okay,
it
and we
through.
lost it.
It was so close. The magic was there, and then it faded.
But we can sing. We can sing at the same time. And
my God.
Okay, her drum.
And Alex managed to trick Pippin into singing, so...
High fives to you.
Why?
Okay, somebody,
Every time. This happens to us
somebody
every time.
lost their high-five privileges.
Okay, look, listeners. Kat and I
Are physically fucking incapable.
of high fiving.
We're great at it, technically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we can crush mountains with the
But
strength of our
much like
painful-
Icarus flying close to the
Yeah,
sun,
we lost our privileges.
you flew too close to that high-five sun, much like
What?
the Bugs Bunny.
Oh, yeah, bring it back,
Too
bring it back.
close to the
Uh-huh.
basketball.
You know, and that reminds me, of course, our film is
Space Jam.
And I'm going to make a confession to all of you now, except I think I told you anyway earlier. I did not actually finish this film. Not because I didn't want to, but also because I ran out of time.
Which is funny, because it's an hour and a half.
It is a short movie.
And we were planning this for weeks.
And no, more importantly, were we playing it for weeks or
A
year and a half. So, fun story about Space Jam and why we chose to do it today when we were for the first time since the pandemic started, all in the same room. And, well, it's the beginning of the hot vac summer. We're all, we all got our Fauci ouchies. We're all good here.
Yeah.
And
Team Moderna?
Moderna.
I'm a Pfizer boy.
Oh,
You're gonna have
more-
to get that booster.
Oh, shit.
once more, the Punnett Square comes to life.
Dun, dun, dun.
We are, ladies and gentlemen, if we've never told this joke before, we are in fact a living representation of a Punnett Square. Inevitably, one of us is missing. You all have mom's ankles? I don't.
Dun, dun, dun.
Any two of us don't actually look that related.
Nope.
No?
But all four of us together is like, oh shit.
I look like Kat?
You, Brendan and Pippin look, but Brendan and I in the same room. We could be
really.
mistaken. No, but when you get all four of us together,
The progression.
yeah, there's
Yeah. Curly hair.
but then you get the blonde, the dark blonde. It's all there, guys.
Yeah.
It's all there.
The dots connect.
Oh, it's like one of those merge photos. You know,
no, oh, God.
creepy, right?
No.
Where everybody ends up looking like one of the Chris Hemsworths.
Yeah. Ringlets, curls, waves, coif.
Oh yeah, coif.
Though my hair can do sausage curls.
Yeah, it's so eerie. Anyway, you know what, guys?
That's not the
But-
We went back, but what? Yeah,
So, a year and a half ago,
Maybe you heard
we
about
were so
thing
naive.
happened.
Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. So we were going to do Space Jam back in March of 2020.
now did something happen?
Something happened. We were set to record this episode on the same day that the NBA announced that all the games were canceled and quarantine measures were going into place, and everything went downhill from there.
Now, if genuinely you do not know this movie, you may not know why that's an issue. Should we get into the plot?
I mean, do we want to spoil the relevant bit early?
Let's spoil the relevant, but that way, because honestly, content warning.
Yeah, and also, I don't want like living in confusion. I don't want the audience to live in.
So part of the plot of this movie is that the Monstars steal the talent of NBA players.
As
bastards.
As Google had so rightfully told us.
And this makes them lose their talent. They can no longer play. Something happened to the players. They do not know what. So NBA players then refuse to go into the stadiums because they don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Maybe something
Could
happened.
be ghosts.
Could be ghosts.
That's too many ghosts.
Too many ghosts to fight. Or, there is some disease going around.
Yeah, some mysterious disease.
And it is announced in the movie that they are canceling the NBA season until they find out what happened.
Now, here's an interesting thing. The movie NBA was let's say, a bit more cautious,
There's 5 players.
concerned about the players and who's at that time, and continuing even now.
Yeah.
You guys know know what's up.
You all lived the same past year we did.
Or did they?
Dun dun dun.
So
They're variants.
We also all watched Loki.
We all watched Loki here, so we're going to have some moments where we're all like, you know what could be is an we're going to have to get into the deep physical nature of the Looney Tunes world versus our world versus space.
At what point in the timeline was there a split that created the Looney Tunes?
No, the Looney Tunes are in a pocket universe. Pocket universe. That's
the only explanation.
Yeah, but here's the problem. I don't remember whether or not they have their Space Jam actually in space or within the Looney Tunes universe.
Within the, it was within
okay. Was it in with the
Looney Tunes?
Then my pocket universe works.
Yeah.
Except for the part where it's aliens.
Aliens are also in a cartoon universe, but outside of Earth.
Yeah,
it's
so
weird.
are we the...
We are...
We're the pocket universe. Wait, but that doesn't make sense because the entire Looney Tunes point is to perform for us.
Yeah.
So...
It's weird.
Yeah. And then the TVA gets involved, and that's where Miss Minutes comes in.
It's all connected.
Wait, are we an interdimensional bypass?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Well, okay, let's back
it up. Okay, so
jump
now
around the timeline. Now we talked about the context.
Yep.
The context.
It's about the context.
Yes, and the implications.
It's about implications.
Anyway,
Dude, that sounds bad. No, you don't. You're not getting that.
Let me explain again.
Anyways.
So as mentioned in the synopsis, we have evil space theme park.
Wait, was the evil space theme park owner, was that actually played by Danny
Yes.
DeVito?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it sounded, because here's the thing, I wasn't watching, I was more listening. And suddenly I'm like, is that Frank?
Deandra, we gotta go open Laura Mountain.
Here's the thing, it was Danny DeVito playing one of his villain roles.
Yeah.
You know? And it's Danny DeVito, he has a distinctive voice.
Yeah.
So it was very much like, I got eggs!
Couldn't brew an egg in this trying time.
Right?
They give you a basketball in this trying time.
There you go.
There we go.
So, what's his face? Danny DeVito. It runs a theme park.
Snack Wackle or whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look it back up. Usually I have another screen that has all the names.
We're not no, but we're living in the magical moment here,
Of
guys.
the now.
It runs a theme park in space. It's going.
A spark, if you will.
It is going
Listening audience, Pippin is flipping me the hugest of birds.
It's going under. And kids are like, never take me here again. So he needs a new
Which you
attraction.
definitely listen to your children when they say, never take me here again. The parents are going, looking at that ticket price. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Agreed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 3 months from now. Yeah, 3 months from now.
So he needs new attractions to bring them back. And looking for new ideas. And the little tiny monsters, they go up to like your ankle.
Little bow ties.
Little bow ties.
Oh, yeah.
They're so cute. Are watching the TVs behind them.
I love tiny villains.
So they're like, Looney Tunes? He's like, yeah, bring me the Looney Tunes.
That makes total sense.
Listen, I'm a villain. Looney Tunes, eggs.
Listen, you're watching Space Jam, but you really want that much of an explanation.
I mean, they're in fucking space. There's so much they could have harnessed. But no, let's go with Looney Tunes.
So they go to get the Looney Tunes. At the same time, Michael Jordan has retired from basketball and has taken up baseball.
No. To be fair, the beginning of the film has a very poignant, like, oh, little baby Michael Jordan.
Wow.
Little baby Michael Jordan with his dad. He's like, "What were your dreams? I want to become a basketball player." Oh, funny that. And then after that, I'll become a baseball player.
I believe I can fly.
Oh, R. Kelly does not need to come into this conversation.
Listen, the song comes up twice.
I know, but this is before we knew so much.
Also, I forgot it was done by R. Kelly.
Okay, I understand. It's a great song, but unfortunately, I refuse to separate the art from the artist on this one.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do it for my intro.
Wow.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
Bravo, sir.
Okay, that voice makes me think that we should all have like little fake mustaches. I don't know why, but there it is.
No, it's quiet.
Nah, indeed.
Oh, walrus mustache, yeah.
So, there was an opening with a poignant child.
Oh yeah, poignant child, and then he's like, and then I'm going to do baseball after you, like after that. It's a very cute child thing to say. Presumably, it's implied that, quote unquote, Michael Jordan's death. We all know this is Michael Jordan playing, quote, Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And that's the case with many real person stories. And so his dad dies, and so the implication is, like, he's retiring from basketball, so naturally he's going to do baseball now in memory of his dad, so there's, like, issues there, maybe. Issues that maybe they could have delved into further. Whatever.
And, yeah, I mean, Michael Jordan, I mean, to be fair, in the 90s, Michael Jordan, big frickin' deal.
Oh,
I mean,
fuck, yeah.
Like, everywhere.
Uh-huh. Well, to be fair...
He invented air.
Yeah.
Air Jordans, yo. They're named... I don't know how young our listening audience is, or old. Air Jordans are named for him.
Yep.
He invented air, Al's right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, is he where nothing but net comes from?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like,
I'm not savvy enough to know.
but here's the thing. Honestly, if there's a basketball, feel out there, it probably is a Michael Jordan one. We've had great players before and since, but holy shit.
Yeah.
In the 90s.
Yeah, especially for the 90s.
Because he wasn't a showboater like Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, what's funny is, I think before Space Jam came along, I think one thing that inspired Space Jam was a series of commercials in which Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny play basketball against each other.
See, that's charming.
Yeah.
Though.
Fun fact, you guys are watching Ted Lasso?
Yeah.
That's based on a series of commercials.
I heard about that too. I read that in the GQ article.
But yeah, YouTube keeps trying to get me to watch them. I'm like, no, YouTube.
No, don't ruin this for me. He wears
Because that is a very slightly different character.
Yeah, you could always watch it and just pretend that he's doing a Halloween version of himself. See? And then you save it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not talking about Ted Lasso.
Not yet.
Not yet. Only a matter of time. Although I'm proud of us for sticking to sports.
Hey.
Did you find out?
I was getting all sorts of sports companies named after it.
Okay,
I was like,
no.
I don't feel like adding to my stuff.
Honestly, it was probably a sports commentator, and so, who knows? Anyway. So he starts doing baseball. He sucks at baseball. I mean, he's not sucky, but
Not to the professional level.
No, yeah. And the thing is, and to character Michael Jordan's credit, he knows that the worst part is that they're being so nice about it.
Oh yeah,
it's a super straight up pandering situation.
It's like,
Wayne Knight is there.
Yep.
We have a family connection to Wayne Knight. Did you guys know this?
What?
Yeah. He was a huge, might still be, a huge science fiction fantasy nerd. And so, in the 90s, he was on Genie.
Ah.
And he was on... Genie was a
listserv kind of thing, yeah.
Message boards and whatnot.
Yeah. Internet before the internet.
Everyone who was on Genie is going to correct us.
Oh yeah,
instantly, and we invite
like
you to tweet
BBS
us
or something. Yeah.
It was peer-to-peer networks.
Whatever.
Anyway, no,
before our time, really.
Yeah, but the point is, he was a big nerd, and he would hang out on the science fiction boards where our dad was an admin.
Yep.
Admin, moderator, what have you. And so, yeah, they were like internet buddies. And apparently, Wayne Knight, super nice. And just this is getting back into Loki. This is before people were really assholes to celebrities on the internet.
Yep.
Like, if you, yes, there's always parasocial, but we hadn't learned how to be parasocial there yet.
Mm-hmm.
And so just Wayne Knight showed up.
Well, also, Will Wheaton was on the Genie boards, as a fairly young person, which is why everyone in science fiction fandom knew him from Genie and went, no, if you say one bad word about that kid, we will end you.
There you go. Well, when you make friends on a message board, friends for fucking life. And then, of course, if you make an enemy there, you are dead to me and you know who it is.
But
briefly, Wayne Knight, Bruce Wayne, Dark Knight, Bruce Wayne Knight is Batman.
Oh my god.
My god.
But do the butt match.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Wayne Knight, we invite you.
Wayne Knight, we do not. He does not speak for us.
Wayne Knight, if you want to get in contact with our dad, let us know.
Wow.
I'm just saying. Like, apparently Wayne Knight was super chill. So there it is.
Super chill.
We were all really, apparently they were all just really happy for him that he was getting work.
Hey?
You know? Like, good for you, man. Jurassic Park, nicely done.
Bravo, sir.
Though also, Wayne Knight's for a nice person.
Yeah.
His character here, I was creeped out by.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, his character, not parasocial, wrong thing, super pandering, weird.
Yeah.
Looks like the kind of guy who maybe is sniffing people's shoes in, like, a weird way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the type of person I'd want to have be my professional assistant.
Indeed.
Was he trying to be an agent? His agent?
No, he was supposed to, he was just a PA.
Yeah.
You know, can I get you something, sir? Can I...
Oh.
I think he was supposed to be doing...
marketing?
Yeah, like PR for the
Publicist
team.
kind of thing. Yeah.
But then because he was such a super fan in a creepy way...
It became about Michael Jordan.
So he baseball sucks. He goes home. He's having whatever. He goes out golfing with his friends Larry Bird and Bill Murray. Bill Murray, what the fuck is he doing in this goddamn film?
Whatever he fucking wants.
Yeah.
To be fair, he stole every scene.
Every single scene he was in.
He's wearing a weird an umbrella hat for no good reason.
Caddyshack.
I'm convinced he was on set for 2 days.
I would believe it.
I'm convinced he was just on the lot that day, and whoever it was that was supposed to be there, another basketball guy maybe, or like a coach, a commentator, they couldn't make it for whatever reason, and they needed somebody else, and suddenly Bill Murray's walking past.
Just think he's in 3 different locations.
Wait, what?
He was in 3 different locations.
What? I thought he was only on the golf course. See, this is I didn't see the
golf course, the courtside,
and he played in the game.
That's because I didn't get to that part. That
could have
been
been
green screen. Yeah.
Was it green screen? Or was it still blue screen?
The point is, courtside and golf look like
there's an outdoor. There's a
and then there's whatever they did to film the Looney Tunes.
Hey, Bill, you doing anything today?
How many zeros are on the check?
The real answer to any of these questions.
Yep.
But also, it's also so incredibly fucking absurd.
Yeah.
That seems... I honestly would not be surprised. It's like, I have to pay my phone bill, but also, they'll never see me coming.
Or just get the Bill Murray fans by putting in the billing.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
Whatever the reason, he's there too. At that point when they're golfing, that's when the on the cartoon side of the plot, the nerdlings, right? Went Nerdlucks, whatever.
The little monsters.
Little monsters went to Looney Tune World, and they're like, "We're abducting you. You're going to be
slaves." Great wording.
And
great wording for a movie that stars a black basketball player.
Yes.
Bugs said to his face, they're going to turn us into slaves, and I was all like,
Bugs. I fucking hate whoever did Bugs' voice in this movie.
I mean, it's not Bill Blank. So.
Well, it's not, but also there's, they're putting in a lisp that's not part of the character. It's not a wise guy. It's not a wise guy.
Here's the thing. It wasn't truly Bugs Bunny. Do you want to know why?
Why?
At no point did he cross-dress.
He did not. He did, although the very first moment he met Michael Jordan, he did kiss him.
That's true.
So, so the spirit was there.
But his weird thing with Lola...
Yeah, that was... okay, well, we're not there yet.
We're not there yet, but...
We're getting there. So it's like, oh, we're going to kidnap you, blah, blah, blah. And so, because otherwise the movie doesn't happen, Bugs goes, these guys are short, we'll challenge them to a basketball game.
Because, as you know, Looney Tunes famous for all of their basketball skits.
Which, to be fair, they do hang the lampshade on that pretty quickly. It's like, do any of us actually know? But then it's like,
they don't.
Yeah. But then, because again, the plot needs to happen, it turns out these aliens have the ability to steal talent.
I will say, I actually am glad that they stole talent instead of, for instance, possessing. Because as it is, I'm not sure how they got away with the idea of Michael Jordan is so fucking amazing that he can beat every other NBA player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like that they didn't take over these guys. I like that it wasn't like a 1-to-1. It was, we're taking the talent and we're also becoming gigantic monster people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is what happens, by the way. Spoiler alert, audience. When they get the spirit of the, or the talent, rather, of the sports ball people, they then become gigantic monsters, because, why not?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Listen, it's Bugs' fault for not asking about the particular physiology.
And not putting any kind of stipulations or provisos on this deal.
Which, again, is it really Bugs, then?
Well, here's the thing. Yes, because if he doesn't put stipulations and provisos, then he can also fuck around with them.
That's true. Bugs Bunny, Loki, is a trickster god.
Bugs Bunny would make out with himself.
Bugs Bunny has. I don't know how, I don't know when. Bugs Bunny fucks.
Himself, to be specific.
To be specific. And fucks over everybody else.
Anyways.
Pippin and I are like, we're... Mm-hmm.
So, they become huge monsters. The Looney Tunes realize that they are in trouble.
Whoops, they say.
Whoops, there it is.
So clearly, the answer to this...
The only answer.
...is kidnapping.
Well, to be fair, that is the same answer that the Muppets had.
But we agreed, Mr. Frog, a celebrity is not a person.
Anyway, all I'm saying is that your vaguely cartoony kidnapping is technically a viable option. No. The question is, why did they choose to kidnap just Michael Jordan? And also, then how do you get him on a team? He's not a loony. How does he count?
Otherwise, the plot doesn't happen. You gotta turn off your brain, man.
Well, I think the Monstars or Danny Devito was all like, is he a tune? And everyone was all like, well, he's here.
To be fair, that's good logic.
Yeah.
You can't, are you gonna, you gonna call me a liar?
Yeah. I mean,
and
nothing says you can't bring in a writer.
It's true. And over the course of the film, Wayne Knight joins the team.
That's a very good point.
And then, spoilers at the very end, but, Bill Murray shows up.
Now, actually, hear me out here. If Looney World is a pocket dimension of Earth, then technically they are also Earthlings, which means we are viable people to be on their team.
True.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
science.
Actually convinced that exactly no one knew the rules of basketball still.
Oh, that's a good point. So you could just say fuck off.
Which is why they could all get away with all the, rampant, traveling that they were doing.
Oh, yeah.
Let alone, the explosives.
The penalties after penalties. I'm pretty sure you can't shoot people on a basketball court.
We'd have to look that one up, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I was watching this going I don't know basketball, but I know this isn't how it works.
Did they have a real ref?
They had
did.
Marvin the Martian.
Which is funny as hell, because Marvin the Martian, being a Martian, is halfway between Looney Tune World and being in outer space.
You know what that means? That means that the Danny DeVito theme park operator must be a real asshole. Which scans.
There's supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. But yeah, so because they don't know any of the rules, that's why they could get away with
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Except,
There's a hard and fast rule.
Yeah.
You have to have 5 players.
Have to have 5 players. We know that. Science. But here's the problem. How does that then scan with the fact that, okay, so very early on, we can very easily see that we have a big gender problem. Too many dicks on the dance floor. So what do we do with that, folks? What do? Introduce a brand new Looney? All the rest of them are classics. And then suddenly, oh, and by the way, Lola! Who, by the way, is a knockoff Jessica Rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
And not the Queen.
and most of her lines were, "Don't call me doll."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, which is like, I feel like, okay, so you know how there's the, what's the test?
Bechdel.
So there's the Bechdel test, 2 women can't have do 2 women have a conversation that's not about a dude, right? Okay, so, but this is like a step beyond that. So like sometimes we're like, there's, they're coming, the boys are coming, yeah? So that's, we failed the Bechdel test, right? Okay. This is beyond failing. This is where every line is directly about a guy. And possibly to a guy. So, or just in response to men. Does she ever say anything on her own? Or is it always a reply?
Not sure. She was not that well written, but she was a girl bunny.
She's a real...
I mean, later on they reinvented the character and with, I think, Kate McKinnon? No.
Zendaya.
Oh, Zendaya would be pretty cool. But I refuse to be mollified.
Well, in the new Space Jam, Lola.
No. The cartoon.
Wait, are they bringing Lola back for Space Jam? The new one?
Yeah.
No, there was a cartoon. There was a cartoon.
Is there a cartoon?
Yeah, like the new Looney Tunes.
Oh, yeah, there was one like the...
And Lola's in it?
Yeah.
Well, because...
Oh, yes, you're right. The one where Bugs and Daffy are a weird old married couple.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
It's on Tumblr. I'll try to find it later.
But also, Bugs has a big freak out about a secret as well. I was like, okay, and how it's in the front of his masculinity.
Bugs does?
Yes, it's a weird show. Oh, like you done did Bugs wrong.
And Lola and Daffy are trying to find somebody, but keep getting distracted by, who's going to eat these cookies.
Yeah,
to be fair, that's accurate.
And also that one scene, like, when we put the letter in the box, the mailbox, how do we make sure we could go inside? Yeah, that seems like, and they both go inside.
So, it sounds like it had some fun bits, and then some crucial misunderstandings of the true nature of the Loonies, which, again, brings us back to...
the movie.
Indeed.
Yeah, so let's not stray from the path too far here.
We could go so far.
Indeed.
Okay, so they... then we have a training montage.
Of course.
Then we have the ringer. That's Lola.
Yeah.
Who apparently magically knows how to play basketball. Nobody knows in this entire fucking universe but Michael Jordan and Lola.
Yeah. They could have, again, with a quick line, they could have just been like, oh yeah, my backstory has me playing, just had like the backstory just like on the script. It's like, the script says I know how to play basketball.
Which would have been a funny line. Or, like getting out the old Mel Brooks trick where everybody pulls out their scripts.
Yeah. Because
says it right here,
Yeah, because I think this movie would have done a lot better for itself if it had a little more...
Mel Brooks.
A little more Mel Brooks and a little more self-awareness. It had a good amount of self-awareness to it.
Every once in a while they did hit it right. But...
Yeah.
It was weirdly more, being aware of the camera than being aware of
the story. Yeah.
They had way too many way up close shots of faces.
Mugging to the camera.
Yeah.
Well, which is also just not the style. Like, here's the problem. I had such a problem with the fact that, leaving aside the voice acting, you can't help when people fucking die, right?
Yeah.
But we have the style right there. We have hundreds of hours worth of art. And artists, I heard somewhere, do shit like mimic and trace. And
But they also want to try and do original takes on things, which we sometimes like to try and push. I'm just saying, there's justification for both, but I think they could have leaned more the other way.
You know what did Looney Tunes best?
Yeah.
Animaniacs.
Oh.
There's also, was it Looney Tunes Back in Action that's supposed to be really good?
Is it?
I thought.
Oh, what about Tiny Toons?
Yeah, Tiny Toons.
Tiny Toons is fucking great. Now that's how you get a
90s.
female character.
Aha.
She was right there.
Bugs and Babs.
She was on the bench. What if Lola was Babs' mom? We could have tied that shit right in.
Boom.
Anyway. Yeah.
So some basketball gets played.
Well, I mean, humorous. I mean, it's like Harlem Globetrotters, but without the talent.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Very importantly, the good part of the movie, which is the basketball players who have all had their talent stolen.
Oh, yeah.
Not a montage per se, just it's like a montage, a collection of clips of them trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
They're going through these psychological things like, is this having to do something with your mother? They have a seance, an accurate seance, which is just a rundown of the plot so far.
Yeah.
Which is so great. They're all like, now we get,
And that's right, acupuncture.
Those were the fun moments where they were self-aware about how absurd it all was.
Fucking hilarious. But also, it was just fun to watch these guys. Charles Barkley trying to play.
With kids.
Man, you're not Charles Barkley.
You're some...
Charles Barkley knows how to play.
Get out of here. So, it gets to have, these guys mugging for, fucking around, and also just some genuinely just funny bits.
And you can see which player can actually act.
I was going to say, not great acting, but it looks like they had fun.
And honestly, you can feel that. And then it was a moment for the script that didn't have to be about, the message of this, we're not pushing. We just get to have a couple of good jokes.
Yeah.
Did Bill Murray punch up this script right there? I don't know. But the point is, I didn't want to skip past that because honestly, that was for me the best part. That was the part that made it work. If you can find a compilation on YouTube,
So
now you can get back to the plot.
So, there's some training.
The whole entire are way too long. Some of them doing a spit shine, which I don't think was Looney Tunes humor.
Nope.
Nah, not really.
And eventually they start the actual tournament game thing.
Yeah. Basketball gets played.
Yep.
They do poorly at the beginning. They have implied drug use at halftime.
Because they're drinking the magic power water.
Yeah.
But don't worry, it's just water, kids. Just water.
They just think it's drugs.
Yeah, and honestly, so that's fine, right?
Right.
I literally wrote in the notes that I made that I'm not looking at, OMG, the tunes are dosing.
Yeah.
Well, that's literally what's happening.
Yeah. And it's a placebo.
Not the point.
So Tweety would, if given the chance, take steroids.
Oh yeah.
In a heartbeat, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, that is kind of to be fair.
And to be fair, the stakes of this are being kidnapped and going to Moron Mountain for the rest of their lives.
True.
It's true.
And that was one of the frequent a frequent gag in the old cartoons, the taking of the super top.
Or did they? I don't know. Did they do the alum joke?
What?
So it was a joke that I didn't get when I was a kid. Somebody would get a big jar of, it would say ALUM, alum. It's a chemical, I guess. But if you add it to a drink, I guess and everybody would, their mouths would get really tiny, so and that was the joke. So you couldn't do anything except have a straw. And ever since and it was a repeated joke. And I'm like, what the fuck was alum? And what did it do to your mouth? Is it a poison? But I was kind of hoping that joke would come back. Like the weird jokes that don't make any sense, and they could have called it out.
But alas.
We're from the 40s and the 50s. What are you going to do?
Well, beyond earlier.
Aha.
Somebody tries to do a propaganda piece, and like, no, we don't do that.
We're not fighting the Nazis anymore. Are you certain?
That's if we did it now.
Oof. So anyway...
so then the second half happens.
The score tightens up. They have a moment where they almost lose the game due to not having enough players because the Monstars suddenly decide to actually start playing rougher in that part of the game when it feels like they're going to lose. Mm-hmm. Bill Murray comes in as the surprise final player after Wayne Knight gets flattened.
Yeah, sat on.
Well, he did make a what's it called?
Goal. Not goal.
Basket,
yeah. And also taught an important lesson about the physics of the Looney Tunes world.
We actually knew that already, though, because remember, earlier on, somebody squished up Michael Jordan into a ball.
Yeah, I had that in my notes, because we already knew the physics.
Which is fascinating, which is, again, why it's a pocket universe, not an alternate timeline, not an... Like in Who Killed Roger Rabbit, it's not like just another part of the world.
But was Wayne Knight squished just to have a rule of 3 for human metaphysics interactions?
It might have been a reminder of the...
That's the part. It's before the payoff.
Yeah, so you have the first realization that humans can get fucked around with.
Yeah.
Right? Because physics is different here because it's a different universe, different rules. Doesn't make a lot of sense. We're 3D and they're 2D, whatever.
Whatever. Yeah, doesn't matter.
That's not the point. But then you have the reminder... Wayne Knight, plus a gag. So he gets flattened.
And you get a fart joke.
Kinda.
Or a bad breath joke.
Yeah, gotta have that, I guess. Okay. And then...
Payoff.
And then Michael's like, you couldn't have told me that hours ago?
Which one?
Him like, you couldn't have told me that I could have messed around with physics this whole time.
He can do it. That's right. He can do it
on command.
Too. Well, because, of course, it's not magic. It's a different universe.
Yeah.
I like how you came to the same realization twice in 5 seconds.
Fuck off.
And so, as we get to the very end, like, there's a double or nothing bet happening where Michael Jordan's betting himself on the line now, too.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
And we're at the last 10 seconds of the game.
Holy shit, I actually think I got to within the last 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, you did.
Because I remember the double or nothing moment.
Yeah, that's almost right at the end. You were so close.
Listen, man, I don't know.
So close.
So close.
No. 10 seconds left in the game. They're just a point behind or something like that. And Michael Jordan from halfway through the court, we get a teamwork play going on where we're passing the ball back and forth, and Bill Murray gets to have some fun with that. And he jumps up into the air, and he's again at halfway across the court.
All the Monstars are tackling him.
Yeah, they all have a hand on him, which I don't think is actually allowed in basketball. We haven't cared so far about that.
Yeah, they don't know how to play.
Yeah, nobody knows how to play.
There have been no free throws.
The ref is asleep at the wheel.
The only one who knows how to play is Michael Jordan, and he's not going to handicap his own team.
Exactly. He could have been cheating, but you know what? He wouldn't, because he is a goddamn hero.
Yeah. And rather than fail to shoot the ball, no, he does. I think he does a dunk.
Yeah,
from halfway across, because he, on command, stretches his arm because it's Looney Tunes physics.
Yeah. Well, and also, he is Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
You can't prove he can't do that in real life.
That's a good, like that time somebody tried to tweet The Rock, being like, why would you, Fast and Furious, right? You can't actually move a nuke. And he's like, yes, I can. So that's all he tweeted back.
But yeah, And dunks it, and the buzzer goes off. Game's over. They win. Huzzah! Good triumphs over evil. He
gets his groove back. He was worried that he didn't do sports anymore.
Yeah,
that he was out of shape and he was too old.
And And I think the Monstars decide to join the Looney Tunes because why not? They don't show up ever again. Maybe they do. I don't know. I didn't watch the cartoons.
They didn't show back up.
Well, you know,
They did actually
they're
show
probably
up.
having some nice lives, you know.
Actually, they did show up recently.
Where?
Oh,
Yeah.
are you familiar with Teen Titans Go?
I am actually. The kids fucking love that.
They just did a Teen Titans Go watch Space Jam.
Okay, but here's the thing: Teen Titans Go is excellent.
Well, here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
The Monstars from Moron Mountain, whatever, show up to the Teen Titans
Perfect.
Go crowd,
Yeah.
and is like, "Let's all watch the movie," or maybe it's Cyborg's favorite movie or something like that.
Wait, Cyborg's 80s, but yes,
But,
I could see that. But here's the thing: do they make fun of it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, it's like a
Riff
pop-up
tracks?
videos.
Oh, I might watch that.
Oh no!
No, I mean my kids are the ones who like to watch.
There we go.
Teen Titans, so we might watch.
The Teen Titans Go to the movies was fun.
I've literally watched the entire series. It's actually fucking fantastic. I
Anyway.
recommend it.
But the Monstars do show up in that.
Aww.
But yeah, Michael actually goes to the Monstars and goes like, "Hey, why do you listen to evil Danny DeVito? He's so mean to you." And they're like, "Well, he's bigger than us." And then that's when they realize that they are huge fucking monsters right now.
Yeah, right.
So they strap him to a rocket and send him into space.
As one does.
So they strap them to a rocket and they send them into space.
I would watch the fuck out of that show. Danny DeVito just angrily watching bad movies.
There we go.
And then Michael makes the monsters give the talent back. And they imbue it into the basketball that they used to take it.
Magic basketball.
Magic basketball.
Basketball.
They all go on their merry ways. And Michael
Is brought back in time for a baseball
Yep.
game, and then it's the next day, and he brings back the player's powers, and then he's like, and then I go back into basketball.
The end.
pretty much.
Oh god, guys.
And then I believe I can fly place again.
Yeah. It's like the third time in the movie, I think.
Here's the problem. None of us knew. Well,
That's
some
time.
people knew.
Drake
Some.
knew.
Some people knew.
Some people knew. Anyway.
That was...
Content
that's
warning
the...
for R. Kelly.
Oh, God.
R. Kelly knew. That's what
There was a lot to unpack there with Space Jam. My God.
Mm-hmm.
So...
hour and a half movie. We're talking 50 minutes.
Okay, guys.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
To that
we
end,
spent almost as much time talking about the movie so far as the runtime of the movie.
fucking movie. I think I literally think I got that because I was at the Double or Nothing.
Yeah. You were so close.
What the fuck?
I like how you didn't even check the runtime.
Like, I mean, it's just a denouement.
Honestly, it didn't feel like a denouement. It just felt like a...
The Double or Nothing bet didn't feel like maybe they were ending soon.
I'm gonna say it, Michael Jordan didn't sell it for me.
What?
How dare you?
So, let's talk what we changed.
Yeah, can we go straight to changes, folks?
Yeah.
So I think we've really cracked the nut on this one.
Yeah, so we've cracked the case.
I think we solved it. I think it's time for us all of us to go home and
So, I'm going to jump in with my
Do it.
change. Because I literally just thought of it and I don't want to forget.
oh wow.
Oh, wow.
That's usually like the really good shit or like the Pippin.
Here's the thing, I never remember that, oh yeah, the point of this.
Literally the point of the fucking podcast.
So I get...
Not to talk to each other because fuck all y'all.
Yeah, I can't stand you.
We're really doing this for Harry's razor money.
And the thing is, oh, God, no.
You're right. Me and you.
And here's the thing. I have a totally silly one that I'm going to do, so
Okay.
go on, Pippin.
Are you going to make it queer?
Sure.
You're on brand.
It's going to be my other on brand.
Okay.
So Lola Bunny's a problem.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. She's one of the only female characters.
I think,
There's a
aside
daughter?
from, Michael Jordan's
And
daughter
like a
and
wife, and is there like a wife and grandmother, or is there like a...
a grandmother, I think that gets mentioned obliquely, and the mother is a character.
Yeah. Well, there's basically like his mom. His mom, I thought, his wife, and his daughter. Again, all around him.
Mm.
And look,
But there are other women tunes. There's the witch. There is Tweety Bird's.
oh wait, we did see the old lady. The old lady too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was on the
I
bench.
thought she was Granny.
And the cheerleader.
Yeah, she was.
She was, but she's the one who has Tweety Bird.
Yeah.
She was there, and I'm like, you underutilized them.
Mhm.
They're fun.
Well, also, I believe in the original Looney Tunes, wasn't she part of the way of fucking around with the cat, with Sylvester? Just by virtue of the fact that she had this bird, and she would, she had Tweety Bird, and she would do, Tweety Bird had his own deal, obviously, but, moving the cage around, generally making life difficult for both
For
of
the
them.
cat, yeah.
Yeah. So I'd very simply actually use the characters you have. Instead of making weird sexualized.
I didn't want to fuck that bunny, but I think that they wanted me to fuck the bunny.
They wanted Bugs, too.
Yeah.
It was the, hey. Bugs is now spoken for.
And, Elmer Fudd's right there. And Daffy.
Like,
And his own carrot.
Kids, every generation needs an animal that they want to get with. Because you had Robin Hood, and it's the 90s.
No, it wasn't Lola.
They tried.
They
were trying to.
But Jessica Rabbit was right there. But she wasn't, she's not Rabbit.
Yeah.
She was Jessica Rabbit.
She married Roger Rabbit. That's why she was Jessica Rabbit. She herself was just drawn that way.
Is Great Mouse Detective of 90s or just at the end of the 80s?
Mass Detective was Disney.
Yeah,
I didn't necessarily want to fuck Basil. I just want to be friends with him.
Well, it didn't have a Mouse Burlesque.
It did have Mouse Burlesque. And then we're just going to skip right ahead to Zootopia, which is that fucking tiger on the train, right?
Yeah, with the sweater.
Right? And, he looked so nuts. But he looked like he could go to the farmer's market, maybe? And lift all my groceries? And he's just really quiet and just doing his paper. Sorry.
Changes.
Changes.
So, write Lola better.
Write Lola better.
Include more female characters.
Yeah.
Which are right there.
The witch can fly around the court on her broom.
And dunk.
Come on. And
nobody's caring about traveling.
Wait, guys. Was this Looney Tunes? Remember, there was a Red Riding Hood character, and it was in only one piece. It was supposed to be a Red Riding joke, and she has big glasses and saddle shoes, and somebody tries to eat her. One of the characters, I forget which, one of the other ones, regular Looney, and she keeps being uber. My grandmother told me not to talk to anybody, and whacks them with stuff all over the place. Just causes internal damage to whichever the wolf is supposed to be. I fucking loved that cartoon as a kid. Also, she could have, with her basket, there could have been a basketball in the basket.
Cut Pepe Le Pew and instead include the cat that he stopped.
So true.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That
could have given her a voice finally. It's the 90s.
Dude,
we're progressive.
She was a sexy cat. She was right there. Oh my god, it just occurred to me what that joke is.
You just now get it?
I thought it was just because skunks and cats look similar.
Wow. You're this many years old.
I am turning 40 in less than 6 months, guys. Wait, is it less than 6 months? 7 months.
Think how often that cat gets dunked in water.
Jesus fucking Christ. I am unprepared to have this conversation further.
Also, I think Pepe Le Pew is cut out of the new Space Jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I think there was an SNL bit about that. I understand. It was Kate McKinnon.
Yeah. and weird people got angry about it.
Probably the same weird people who are saying that they desexualized Lola Bunny. And it's actually, no, they didn't that much. They haven't changed her body shape at all. Y'all were just being super weird about it for a decade.
Very weird. It's get better hobbies.
Or at least keep them to yourself.
Or just, examine them once in a while.
That's what I want to know. Alright, so is that your change?
That's my change.
Okay.
Okay. Who's next?
I'll go.
Okay.
This time, Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk.
And this time it's called Space Slam.
Okay, there has to be a joke where people they're looking for Tony Hawk and they keep passing him by.
No.
Or no, they keep going like, you look like Tony Hawk.
We're looking for him, but we can't find him anywhere. So we'll take you.
See, the Monstars were trying to capture Tony Hawk.
There you go.
And keep on getting other skateboarders.
Yeah. Also, why it's called Space Slam is that some of the terminology is like when you fail a trick, you either bail by a boarding hang it, or you slam by. Or when you just fuck up and hit the thing.
And you slam, yeah.
Oh my god, guys.
Yeah.
My Robin Hood? I'm sorry, my Little Red Riding Hood? She was in Space Jam.
Hey, probably in the crash.
She made a cameo appearance in the bleachers.
Yeah.
With the spectators.
I remember hearing that all the people in the bleachers were just like some of the lesser-known properties.
See? Her. Remember her?
Huh.
Yeah, remember her?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, her. She was hilarious. I loved her. She beat the shit out of everybody.
Anyway, so Space Slam.
Space Slam was Tony Hawk. Let's say he wants to get into extreme biking. Who knows? Who's fucking... Just rollerblading.
That'd be really funny.
Baseball, I mean.
Oh, actually, that's the funnier one.
Well, man. See, here's the thing. The joke one that I was thinking I was going to have fun with is we've established that the Monstars have the ability to steal talent, right? Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be sports talent. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking that clearly these Monstar characters, they can't hold a tune to save their lives. And they're challenging the Looney Tunes. Uh-huh. So they
Merry Melodies. Looney Tunes
Merry
and Merry Melodies.
Yes. So we're doing a Broadway production where we're trying to impress the most amount of fans. The Monstars capture prominent singer-songwriters of the Broadway scene, and it's up to Lin-Manuel Miranda and Bugs Bunny to write a all-star production with the Looney Tunes. It's the Space Glam. It's going to be great.
Lynn would do it.
I'm going to tell you something right now. That's not where I thought you were going, because I was thinking the 90s, right?
Oh, no, we're going today.
Oh, no, because that's where I was poking it. So, musical talent, who did they steal? The Backstreet Boys.
Oh, no.
But even better is if the Backstreet Boys agree to help the Looney Tunes, because the Monstars have actually stolen one talent from each of the other boy bands. And then you get the montage of all the boy bands trying to sing and do like things, because there's a big concert coming up that somehow they're all together at. And then so you get flubbed choreography, and then there are jokes about the bad boy versus like whatever, right?
Well, because I guess the only thing that I wanted to address
with Bugs Bunny
is I wish that the human character interacting with the Looney Tunes was a bit more animated and fun.
Yeah.
I mean, sports is great, but acting.
You know who he wasn't? He wasn't What's His Head from, again, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That actor.
Yeah.
Bob Hoskins?
Yeah, but was not Bob Hoskins, who was a fucking treasure.
Yeah.
I think what people should take away from the podcast is go watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
I mean, I think that's obvious.
That's the lesson.
That is the lesson. Yeah.
And I think Al and I so far were just like, let's just have a different movie.
I mean,
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to genuinely save this.
Oh, what?
Says the person who didn't finish it.
I think that puts me as the best qualified.
If anything, Your Honor, I think I'm the most qualified person in this room.
Okay. I do think that you are absolutely correct about this basketball thing being an issue. Or the fact that it's a basketball player who is not necessarily a great actor. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to be good at all things.
No.
Would be nice if you're in a movie, but it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. I feel like genuinely a lot of this could have been salvaged if they hadn't been trying so hard with the gags, with the Looney Tunes, if they'd gone back, honestly, rewound a bit, and focused more on the kind of humor they were doing in those little tiny interstitial things. Because those basketball players also couldn't act. But it was charming as fuck.
Yeah.
But they weren't caught up in the worried about the nostalgia factor of the Looney Tunes, right? Yeah. They weren't worried about trying to hit jokes but not hit jokes, being overtly silly but not the right way. You know, it was just gags. It was just gags, and it was just playing around with the fact that this was a weird concept. Huh. And if I realize that this isn't exactly a simple fix, I mean, hear me out. What if it wasn't Looney Tunes? What if it was just a fucking cartoon world? A pocket universe that is a stand-in for Looney Tunes. It's their version. But that way, it doesn't matter if they don't sound right or have the right humor. Right? We're not caught up in
cartoon world.
Yeah, but we're not caught. But it has the same genetic reason for existing as Looney Tunes. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, we're not caught up in that doesn't sound like Bugs. That's not the way Bugs would act. That's like, what the fuck is Lola? You could just have female characters. What?
The challenge would be getting it made. Now, recognition, and the reason why you have the Looney Tunes characters there is that you do have the instant recognizable character traits, which I think the problem you're having with the Space Jam is that they kind of break away from the character traits that you were familiar with growing up. And so when you break away from that, it kind of feels broken, disjointed, wrong.
You know who... I was about to say something about, like, Bugs should have at some point betrayed, just for fucks and giggles, Michael Jordan.
Nah.
Right?
Not a big betrayal, but...
Trickster betrayal.
Yeah. A prank.
Yeah.
He turned into a snake. And then, he knows I love snakes.
So I picked him up and
then he turned back to Loki and he snapped me. Anyway. And then there's Loki in the corner, just going,
that's a good one.
Point is, because Bugs, it's not Bugs if he's not like Rabbit Day, Duck Day, Rabbit, etc.
Rabbit season, Duck season.
Even when they're both against Elmer Fudd.
Yeah.
Because that's the nature. But the point is, I see what you're saying. But I feel like I didn't know who any of these sports people were, right? But I was still able to kind of, I was able to have fun with it. I feel like people can get their familiarity from the basketball players and then just have the fun of, okay, now we're getting to do weird pocket universe shit.
Like you do.
Indeed. So that's my big thing. I'm pretty sure I would either go back on the humor, just try to capture the lightning there, and or get rid of Looney Tunes. Just out the window.
Scrap the movie.
Oh, best part though would be all the way at the end. The Looney Tunes themselves are watching this movie. I'm like, popcorn. Looks like you. Bugs hides the script behind it, plus the gigantic bags of money.
I just want to say that Lin-Manuel Miranda would unironically say the line, "What's opera, Doc?"
Oh, he would. Oh, he would be like, all of you gather around me right now. Just so he could land that line.
Is that everybody?
I think so.
Everybody.
Yeah.
I fucking destroyed the concept of the movie.
Yeah.
Someone had to.
What game should we do?
What game indeed?
I feel like there's enough characters that we could all do characters who wouldn't be Ken.
We play that game so much. We could... No.
I don't trust whatever's about to come out of your mouth.
I want to make the kid the main character.
No, you always do.
I know, because we didn't play that game, but there's a daughter right there, guys.
But that's
the daughter has to show up. No, there's a kid from the basketball, but there's so many children. A child shall lead them, you guys. What if she has...
None of them know how to play basketball.
Neither does anybody else there. What if his daughter has to show up, or the son who plays baseball? Remember, there's that whole weird bit.
This is like
there's that whole what happened with that whole weird bit where his son's actually good at basebball or something?
No, his son's bad at baseball too.
Oh, okay. I thought. Oh, so his dad's just worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the plot of the new movie is that
no,
the guy's kid that's kidnapped.
Oh fuck! I didn't mean it. I take it back. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring this to you all.
Okay.
All right.
I
So
think we got a game.
We got a game, and it's one that we don't do that often.
What?
we're cycling the same 3 games over again when we have a list of 15. I don't know what you're talking about.
Holy shit! There's so many that we haven't done recently.
So few of them actually work.
You're just saying that. Wow. You're just saying that because you never want to do the child one. Go on.
Correct.
I believe you put that on the list over our protests. So we're going to play Paradigm Shift, where we switch the genre. And I am once again...
Alex called it. He literally called it.
Did you?
Yeah, because we had, and then we had to stop because we had to properly introduce.
I missed you calling it. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You're going to take my thing.
Yes, he is. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we're basically...
Am I?
Yeah.
Am I? Because are you going to think mystery, detective, mystery, noir?
Oh, no. You go.
So it's like the Pikachu?
Yes. No, basically going to keep the characters. The Monstars stole the talent, but they don't want to bring Michael Jordan in as a writer. No. They bring him in to solve the case.
Because everybody knows that all-star basketball player / baseball player Michael Jordan,
Also...
ace detective.
Okay, but that would be actually fucking hilarious.
Yes.
That has that Muppet vibe, where the Muppets were always like, they go to celebrities and be like, look, what's one thing you always wish you could show off? Or just do?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
or they get the phone directory wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
So...
There's the Michael Jordan PI. Michael Jordan, basketball player.
Michael Jordan, baseball player? Question mark.
That would be a funny...
Yeah. So the basketball players lose the talent. The NBA commissioner brings Jordan in. Listen, Jordan, we need to find out what happened. Why are you bringing me into this? Because we need someone who knows 2 things. Basketball and detective ring. Detective ring? Yeah, sure, detective ring.
Detecting,
yeah.
There we go.
I like your word better.
Yes, so do I. And you who fit that bill.
And then meanwhile, wait a minute, back it up. You think I do what? And then, but he keeps going.
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting this has a vibe of what's that show that you love? Police Squad or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Police Squad vibe.
Yeah.
Love it.
And so, okay, so what do we know? Oh, they all lost their powers. We know that they lost their powers during this game. Well, not powers, talent. And
What's their powers?
Okay. And he's like, go, so what are you going to do first? Go through the tapes.
Oh, nice.
And he's like, wait a moment. Freeze frame.
Enhance.
Oh my god. Oh. Then you get all the freeze frame enhanced jokes.
Yeah.
Love it. Can you turn it a little bit to the left? Okay. Is there a doorway in this room? Can we focus on the doorway?
Focus on the reflection in the doorway.
Okay, we're through the doorway. Can we look on? Can we go through that doorway?
Is there a parking lot? Okay, can we get...
Yeah.
Can we get into that car?
Now, can we rewind time a little bit and then... there was a getaway car.
And eventually it brings him to the world of tunes.
Son of a bitch.
And suddenly, and because it's the world of tunes, he goes grayscale. He'll song me.
Oh, I like that because it's his role, right?
Yeah, because there are a few early tunes that do noir.
Yeah. I mean, that brings open, obviously, the opportunity to have Betty Boop appear somewhere.
Yeah.
Which I know is Max, but doesn't matter. Hilarious.
Yeah. So, that's my change. And she eventually leads them to the tunes. And who knows, maybe they can play a basketball at the end. Who knows?
Well, because he's not a detective, though, is he, guys? He's not. You know what he is?
He's a
basketball player. And that, we've run out of the solutions that the PI could have done. Now, it's about the court.
Wow.
So,
I can't take you to a court of law, but I can take you to this court.
Holy shit. Oh my god! Fuck, man. How are we supposed to fucking beat that, Pip?
So,
go for it, Pip.
Now you go, Pip. Now you go.
So, one, I am ashamed that none of us made our change be Michael Jordan is now Michael B. Jordan. I'm ashamed of all of us.
Well, he was, Michael B. Jordan was fucking 5 at the time.
It doesn't matter for the podcast.
Yeah, because I jumped us to the modern day with Lin-Manuel. Come on.
Fine, that's true.
I just want to point that out before I forgot. My change, or my paradigm genre shift thing, is make it horror.
Wait,
Yeah.
ooh.
Pippin, who are you?
I mean, I'm not saying I'd watch it.
Okay, alright. Lay it out, babe.
Because the Looney Tunes have done horror cartoons.
Have they?
The Pod Person episode.
Oh, yeah.
I actually don't know.
The one that was secretly communism.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Well, a lot of things were secretly communism.
I mean, there's...
Or fascism, or Nazis.
they had...
Or racist.
Was it Looney Tunes that did the Gremlin from the Kremlin?
I think so.
Yeah. That sounds like something they do. Anyway, go on.
So, because I remember being genuinely frightened by the Pod episode when I was... I'm easily frightened.
I know, I'm just sad for you.
So it would not be outside of their oeuvre to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea of a strange force suddenly taking your talent.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god,
Yeah.
what if they leaned into the
That's a...
pandemic? Yeah.
That's some phase shit right there.
Which, to be fair.
And who are you if you don't have
Talent.
well, this thing that people expect of you?
Mm-hmm.
And...
See, this is actually not where I thought you were going with the horror. If you think about it, Toon World, Looney Tunes, is in and of itself extremely horrific. Horrible things happen. You can be twisted, mangled. You then pop back together again. Things don't make sense. You have a random trickster god out to get you. What if you end up in Looney Tune World and you think you understand what's going on, and then, Bugs Bunny fucking Cheshire Cats his way into you and was like,
Imagine
what's up, Doc?
Imagine the Tasmanian Devil, Taz, as a real thing, and get the Henson Workshop up a call, have them make some a puppet.
I'm
Also,
just horrified by what Bugs would do to me.
as a human being being subjected to Toon physics,
Oh, God.
you still have pain.
Oh, it's true.
But,
Dun, dun, dun.
but none of that is actually Looney Tunes.
True.
But this is horror.
This is horror.
But not how the tunes do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. My bad.
Anyway.
So it's more of the psychological, because in the Pod Person episode, they all get replaced. And so, they're not their real selves anymore. And who was your real self, if you lose this part of you, and you can't get it back?
I will also say that they do fairly decent monster. They do monster like the Gremlins that take apart the plane while you're flying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're tiny, like the little. They could. Hey, wait a second. This movie could have fucking Gremlins, but that would have brought up the Looney Tunes propaganda history. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Horror. All right. Shit.
I mean, I don't want to do a rom-com. I don't want that to be who I am here.
Do a rom-com cat.
I
Do
don't.
it.
Do it.
I don't. No. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? You know what?
What?
Guys, this movie was called Space Jam. What don't we fucking do in it?
Jam in space.
No, we don't! Why don't they go on a fucking spaceship? We know. Why didn't Michael Jordan get sent into space? That's Marvin the Martian's right there. They could have gone to, like, Mars and
or
be
the
like
moon, at least, yeah.
Right? Like, it's Space Jam. I want to turn this into proper science fiction. Oh, imagine the delight of being in a stretchy ship that's going through light speed. And then you get to see Michael Jordan get all stretched out. Hilarious. And then we get to find out the details of Moron Mountain. Because here's the thing. Why is it boring? What exactly is going on there that's no longer interesting? Is it actually no longer interesting? Or is it that people have become jaded? What if Michael Jordan shows up and the Looney Tunes and they're all like, wow, this is amazing. Or better, wow, this was shit and we wouldn't be able to help it anyway.
Yeah.
Which is, frankly, the funnier option.
You're just a bad theme park.
And then they're like, here's the real thing we have to do. We have to save this park from itself. And they take over. Marvin the Martian ends up being the guy who runs it, and is their guy on the scene. And they set up a basketball game, but they're the ones owning it. And then the little guys, the little monsters, get to give their ideas. They're like, well, we've always kind of wanted to do this. Similar to, and this is where we get Magic Mike 2, obviously. Oh, obviously. In that, who's the best person to know your character? You. You are.
Magic Mike Jordan. Magic.
Anyway, we're not going there.
Right.
But, so that's my change. I'm going to turn it to actual science fiction. I want them to go to space. I want them to address that. I should have made that as my change, too.
There we go.
Like,
damn.
Oh, then we could have also changed Moron Mountain to something else. Magic, and then they changed it to Magic Mountain.
I think that's Disney knows that, doesn't it?
I think they do.
Fuck. Okay. Well,
They have
here's the problem.
Space
At least I'm not okay. It would work better if instead of stealing Michael Jordan, they stole Magic Johnson, and then that would have worked, right?
They stole the magic.
Anyway,
okay.
so that's me.
And so to round it off with me,
Usually,
here's the thing: we're gonna have the movie itself play out, maybe with some changes we suggested today. I don't know, but. We are actually the documentary film crew following around.
No.
We are doing, like a Christopher Guest film.
Oh, fuck.
The Space Jam. And we just follow along our various protagonists. We can have, cutaways interviewing all these random Looney Tunes characters and some humans as well. That could help explain Bill Murray showing up. He rode in with the documentary crew.
That would be pretty funny, to be fair.
Bill, we're supposed to be flies on the wall here.
No, I can't. I'm following my dream.
Here's the thing. I'm fairly certain that on some comic series did a Freddy for Freddy parody.
Yeah, some YouTube. It may have been College Humor. I don't know. Somebody did a 30 for 30 parody. That you're saying that, but yeah, similar vein, because that's funny as hell, but let's make it feature length, because that's funny as hell. They also did one for, as you mentioned, Angels in the Outfield, and for Rocky IV, because that ended the Cold War, as you know.
I mean, as you know. I think we were all there for that.
Yeah. And I'm too tired to make a different one, so I'm still sticking with I think Christopher Guest film.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful, and I support you.
There we go. Go watch the 30 for 30 parody. It's
I actually
funny.
don't know what those are.
It's a little mini sports documentary.
I don't really need to know. I was just making polite conversation.
Fair enough. Alright, yeah, so that was Space Jam, everybody, and I don't think there's anything else we can say about it. So, before we go, anything to plug?
My short story from Apex, Demon Fighter Sucks, is garnering some nice reviews. I'm having a nice time with that.
Hooray!
So I urge everyone to read it. And then, I'm just working on my book, For Heart's Choice. Summer.
Summer. Hey.
Yeah. Is it summer?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I've got a online show coming up on Friday the 23rd of July. I've got Another one in August sometime, although you can also check out our past shows on the Arcade Comedy Theater's YouTube page. If you want to say you're watching somebody else's improv show as you're looking for an excuse to not go to somebody else's,
Nice.
you got an excuse now. Hey.
You're already attending an improv show. You can't possibly go to 2.
Yeah, you can't.
Nope.
As we, again, enter the hot back summer, you're going to have to find excuses to skip out now.
True.
All fresh ones. Mm-hmm. All right, and Pip Al, same as always.
Yeah. Just being better than you.
Yeah. All right.
Now.
And
for always.
For
all time. Always.
Wow.
But only for now.
Anyway. As always, if you have an idea or prompt to submit, head on over to nostoryissacred.com/submission. Follow us on Twitter at nostoryissacred or send an email through contact@nostoryissacred.com. Your hosts have been Alex McDonald, Brendan McDonald, Pippin McDonald, and Catherine Crichton. Editing for this episode done by Brendan. Transcript done by Ashley DaCosta. Art by Jay Wolfe. Show notes and transcript are available at nostoryissacred.com. Thanks for listening, everyone, and please rate, review, and subscribe to No Story is Sacred. You can also visit our Patreon page to support the show and get neat rewards at patreon.com/nostoryissacred. See you next time when we talk about Much Ado About Nothing.
Woo!
By Shakespeare.
By wait, I'm sorry, can you pronounce that last name again?
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare?
By Billy Shakes.
Billy Shakes.
Billy the Shakes. Okay, I know him.
Willie Spear, yeah.
Willie Spears, yeah.
Okay.
Sounds dirty.
He would like it. He would like it.
Yeah.
$30 says that was one of his weird names.
Of course. And until then, where no story is sacred and any story can be changed. I'm Brendan.
I'm Pippin.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Kat.
And we're
No Story is Sacred.